Welcome everyone to a special AFTERBUZZ TV concert experience with LA rapper AQ. He's in the building talking about his newest album, Transition. I'm your host, Rheina Ale. Let's get it started.
You're tuning into the destination for TV superfan discussion, AFTERBUZZ TV. And now, let the buzz begin.
Hey, we're live. I'm about to retweet our stuff real quick. Let's get straight to it. Come on, AQ. I know you can dance better than that. If we weren't confined in this space, if you guys could see how AQ does his little steps, is that what it's called?
I'm official out here, man. It's a nice little two-step. It's a little stomp.
Is there like a method to doing that? Like, is it a mixture between crip walking, blood walking, and then like it's all together, or?
It's a mixture of everything. You know,
do you have your own little flavor to it?
Yeah, I add a little flavor. You know, I add a little arm movement. You know, people don't really like to get low with their dance, with their steps. You know what I mean? So I add a little flavor to mine.
I mean, this is the perfect beat to doing it. So.
Oh, hey, if we wasn't confined to this, I would get up and show you what's cracking over here. Oh shit!
Hey. I think he's getting you to do it. No, we're good. We're good. What's up, everyone? Welcome to AFTERBUZZ TV. It's a concert experience. We have a special show in store for you guys today. Like I said, I'm here with one of my good friends, AQ. I've known AQ since he was about 13, 14 years old, and now he is an experienced rapper and based out of LA. Just released his newest album, The Transition. It's in, you guys can get it right now. You actually should get it right now, like right now.
Yeah, you can get it right now. iTunes,
everywhere,
Apple
right?
Music, Spotify, Tidal, SoundCloud. You know, all the above.
Yes, I'm your host, Rheina Ale, and I'm here with AQ. AQ, can you tell everyone where we can follow you on your social media accounts?
On Twitter, you can follow me at my name, first and last, Akil Quinn, AQEELQUINN. On the gram, on IG, follow me at AQuinn, AQUINN_. And then if you want to highlight your boy on Snap, because I'll be wilding on the Snap, holler at me on the Snapchat, AQ_shaded, AQ_shaded.
Why does he have his sunglasses? Is that like
Because he's shaded and he's an LA rapper, and so he has to wear shades.
Hey, I figured I didn't want to do shades because every time I watch somebody else's radio interview, they be wearing shades. I'm like, man, I don't want to wear shades, but
Different.
it's a little different when you're behind the desk, so I understand it.
And make sure you guys follow all thing AFTERBUZZ TV at AFTERBUZZ TV. So,
is the link up? Can
yeah,
I
the
tweet
link.
it?
Let me just tweet it out really quick. Yeah, it's out. Let me go ahead and retweet it, guys. We're live right now, so if you guys want to tune in, well, you guys are already tuning in, so share it and have everybody else tune in and send us some questions and all that stuff. So, The Transition. Why that name?
I played basketball seriously for probably 25 years of my life. 24. And then last year, I decided that basketball just wasn't giving me that same feeling, like the happiness, the love that I fell in love with it. It just wasn't the same. It was a lot of politics going on and just a lot of stuff that was going on in my life. It wasn't allowing me to express myself in the way that I needed. Mm-hmm. So then I just stopped. And then I did broadcasting for a bit on Fox Sports in San Diego. But a lot of people was turning me down. Like, a lot of head people that was like, hit me up on this day. I'm following through. And then people just weren't living up to their word. So then one time, I'm getting a haircut. No lie, true story. I'm getting a haircut. My boy that's cutting my hair, he throw a beat on. So we freestyling. So then he like, hey, bro, you ever try rapping? I'm like, no, I ain't never thought about rapping in my life. So then he like, all right, bro, you kind of hard. So he threw a beat on that I really liked, and I wrote to it in like 5 minutes. And he was like, damn. He was like, what the fuck?
This is a true story. In a barbershop.
In a barbershop, like last year. Last year, probably around July 4th of July, that's when I started. And then I've been running with it ever since.
And you just released your first album. And before that, you're releasing a song every Friday.
Yeah, every Friday. It was called Lifestyle Fridays. I released 10 of them because 10 was my number in college, and it was my number for basketball when I was like 12. 10, 12 playing in LA. So yeah, we here now. It's a good way to get out all my frustrations and all my emotions, whether I'm feeling up, whether I'm feeling down, sad, shit.
Yeah.
I can talk about everything.
So what was your inspiration behind a few of the songs? I know we have one of them coming up soon, but before we get to playing like just a little snippet of it, what was your inspiration behind a few of them like that stood out? I mean, you have 8 of them. We have Welcome to LA. I mean, that's pretty. What when you're welcoming someone to LA? Like, what is the LA lifestyle all about?
All right, so when people first move out here, when you're looking at Instagram and shit like that. You look at all these people that got all these followers, and they be like, yeah, we in L.A., like, we stay in L.A. Like, no, that's not L.A., sorry, that's Hollywood, baby girl, or homie.
So you're literally, that there is a difference between L.A., Hollywood, and everything, because a lot of people don't understand that.
It's a vast difference, if you looking, vast difference from Hollywood and L.A., but, just growing up out here, we had, like, parties, local parties that everybody that we grew up with that they went to. I saw you at a few of them, but the club life and the actual, as far as like gang banging culture, the club, the preteen party culture, how we grew up, and that's where I get the dancing from. Yeah, that's like real LA, like South Central, like Carson and stuff like that, like all the surrounding cities that make up LA. That's why I wanted to name it Welcome to LA, that song specifically. That's the real LA. Don't get it confused between Hollywood and whatever you see on social media. You know what I mean? Because when people come out here, these rappers, it's a rude awakening, you know what I mean? But we're not going to get into that. We're going to say it cool. We're going to say it cool. Let's go ahead and play a little bit of Name One. Oh, all right. Before you get into that one, it's a little aggression behind it. For a reason. Okay, go ahead. Talk about that. All right, so growing up, my cousins was like pretty hard and like a little rugged. How? So, what is hard and rugged? Gang banging. Okay. Going to jail. Okay. And my mom kept me away, so I was like the good boy of everything. Okay. But when I was leaving her and I was going to hang with them, we was, like throwing eggs at cars, running from the police and stuff like that. But I never told my mom none of that. But she heard it now. She probably heard it now. Shit. But yeah, I never told her any of that. So I heard the beat. My boy Kenny KY, the one that makes all the beats. We were in San Diego a few months ago. So he plays the beat. I'm like, damn. I'm like, it's kind of hard. Like it's the beat is like beating real hard and it's kind of grimy. So I felt like I was speaking for my cousins and like telling they kind of they side of the story and expressing myself a little bit too. So. And that's what Name One. That's why Name One came about. You can't do the shit I do. Let's play a little bit of Name One. Oh. Is this playing in here? Yeah. No, not in here. Oh, sorry, okay. Guys. But I have it on my phone. Oh. You can't do this shit I do. Name one. Still ride with the crew. Name one. Still fucking bitches too. Name one. You already all blue. Bang one. Oh, shit. Nigga call me AQ. Same one. I'm that nigga in the booth. Same one. I still fucking with them too. Same one. I still do that. In real life, I'm the truth. Name one. You can't do this shit I do. Name one. Still ride with the crew. Name one. Still fucking bitches too. Name one. Keep that down. You already all blue. Bang something. So nigga call me AQ. Same one. I'm that nigga in the no, like this is really like I could just, even listening to the beat, it's just like you can just tell like the, not necessarily like the hurt, but like the drive that you've been through a lot growing up, and I mean like you could just hear that aggression in this song. Nah, for real. And what is your cousins like? Have your cousins listen or your family listen to this song? Yeah, well my older cousin, his name Chauncey. I say the name of the song, but he in jail for life right now, and I like played it for him, and he was like, hey, little cuzzo, good looking, nigga. He was like, thanks for shouting me out, like I appreciate that. And then like a lot of my other cousins, they love it, and then they just like keep going, bro. Keep going.
as far as, let's talk about LA rapping in general before we play the other songs, the other two songs we have. So what sets you apart from other LA rappers that are out right now?
If you actually listen to the song, like at the end, I say, you can't do the shit I do. Like, name one nigga that could do it like me, which means I literally was just playing basketball professionally, by the way, and I just jumped into rapping, and I'm doing a lot of shit that a lot of people ain't doing. Everybody say they want to rap or they want to follow their dreams, but they don't really like put their full passion behind it and stuff and go after it. But my story is different because I actually grew up in the LA streets. I actually played basketball, like, for real. I went to the Sweet 16. I have rings. I'm just all the way official, like, around the board. Like,
there's more to you than just rapping.
Yeah, so that's another reason why I got into it, because when I played basketball, everybody only saw me smiling. And, like, when I left and I was at home and shit, I would be like going through shit, but I never like said anything about it. I would always keep a smile on my face, and everybody just knew me as AQ, the boy that smiled all the time.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's what set me apart.
So let's talk about basketball for a little bit. I mean, that has been a part of your life forever.
My gosh.
And how hard was it to give up the game and pursue another passion of yours?
It was tough. I mean, when I was in the D League, that like when it came from playing for fun into trying to play for money, like as a business, and then you get into the politics of everything, then the passion just leaves. And I remember one time I was working out, and I'm like, I was the only nigga in the gym, and people who was playing in front of me and shit, we would go out the next day. They would play a lot.
Yeah.
And then I would be in practice killing them. And then I would come the next day like, damn, why ain't play?
Yeah.
But then you got the front office, then you got people who trying to climb the ladder, and you got relationships that you got to keep up with.
Yeah.
So then I was just like, man, I'm cool. Like, the passion and the love for it just fell away, and this fell into my lap.
Yeah. In one of your songs that I like, that's not on the transition, it was one of the 10 songs that you released, is called My Life. And the lyrics that I saw, that I heard, I wanted to read them to you. I mean, I'm not going to rap it like AQ, but I want you to talk about this experience. Okay. I'm just going to read it because I don't want to be stupid.
Yeah, don't butcher over my lyrics.
I promise. I'm just going to read it like I'm, reading to you guys. Left a scholarship to walk on to SDSU. With it, I swear memories don't last forever. If I didn't take that risk, I probably wouldn't be here today. There's more to it, but like I was dancing as I was writing it, so I couldn't really go in depth into it, and I couldn't type a lot. It's actually on My Life.
Yeah, this ain't the song.
But leaving a scholarship to walk on to San Diego State, and you mentioned a lot of your experiences at San Diego State and Coach Fish.
Oh, man.
Just talk about that transition from being at Northridge, which that's where he was at, and then now to
probably
San Diego
right
State.
around the corner a little bit.
Yeah,
but,
actually it is. Talk about like the memories, and if I didn't take that risk, I probably wouldn't be here today.
Nah, true shit. Like, I was fucking depressed at CSUN. Like, my first year was a blast because it was my freshman year in college, so everything was new. It was like, oh shit. But my second year, it was supposed to be like my breakout year. I was supposed to be playing like 30 minutes a game and putting up big numbers and shit like that. So then it didn't happen like that, and then I wanted like the real college experience, like the shit you see on TV, like no commuting, like people on campus and campus life, frat parties and shit like that.
Yeah.
So then it just didn't happen like that. And then me and my coach didn't see eye to eye. And then I ended up not playing a lot, pretty much at all that year. And then at the end of the shit, probably not even the end of the year, I stopped playing like the last 4 games. And people don't do that.
Yeah.
I just stopped. I just was like, man, I'm cool. And then I told my mom, I'm like, Mom, I'm done. Like, I need to transfer. And lo and behold, she said, okay, I'm with it. Let's go. And then she said, what you want to do? I said, I want to go to San Diego State. I'm glad I finally you gave me the platform to say this. Literally that whole year, I used to watch San Diego State games, and they had like Kawhi. That's the big name, so I just say Kawhi. They had Kawhi Leonard on the team. it would be me and this guy named Alan Giles. I used to go to his apartment, and I used to spend a night. And I remember, no bullshit, I used to see my name on the back of a San Diego State jersey, Quinn, and coming out of a starting lineup, I literally saw that in my head, like, no bullshit. I'm not kidding at all. So then when I was like, all right, I got to go there, Mom. So I went. So that walk-on year, I had to take out some loans and shit.
Yeah, you got to do what you got to do.
Yeah, I had to do that. Which was stupid, by the way. I spent that money on some dumb shit. But but yeah, I had to pay that year. And I was just going at everybody head that was in practice. Everybody that was playing and that they were saying I was the guy, I was going at them niggas. Like, I was at their neck. So then that summer, I remember Coach Fish called me to his office. He like, the legendary Coach Fish, by the way, Fat Five. Watch that documentary. If you haven't seen it yet, go do that. But yeah, he called me to his office. He like, okay, AQ, we're gonna give you a scholarship to sum it up, pretty much. And I see you, like, you doing your thing. So I'm like, oh shit, like this shit paid off.
Yeah.
And then the next year, we fucking going like a 20-game win streak. We top 5 in the country. We fucking
Sweet 16.
Sweet 16.
I remember that.
Oh my God, we should have won that game actually, but fuck it. Okay. But yeah, so then I turned into a starter. I did my thing in the Maui tournament. We was like number 15 in the country. Yeah. Like I did my thing, man. So I can't. And then the memories, just on the road, just on campus, all the parties, all the late nights in the gym. Like the shit just paid off.
In a sense, that's basketball and being an athlete, working out, putting extra hours in the gym. That's pretty relatable to being an artist. Right?
No, for real. So that's why I attack it so hard, because, you know, being an athlete, you got the discipline and you practicing every day, really every day. You working out on your body, or you getting massages or something. You stretching, you doing something every day. So when I came into rapping, I'm like, I need to put something out, like, pretty much.
I mean, you did it within a year to release an album. A lot of people don't.
Yeah, I know. Like, and then to find out the behind the scenes stuff with rapping is pretty crazy too. So
what are some of the behind the scenes stuff that you can mention?
All right, so when you see a lot of these, I'm sorry, the whack ass rapping that goes on.
Okay.
So like the lean, when people talk about lean and all that, like the yachties and the shit, like the niggas that rap like that. So all you gotta do to like get followers or fucking get your song played, you just go to a fucking PR guy or something, and you just put the money behind it. You gotta pay to play. So
pay to play.
I mean, out there you can obviously trap and get drug money and shit like that. So you just put your money behind your music, and then you fucking an overnight star like that. So that's one behind the scenes. Gem dropped.
Gem dropped.
Gem
dropped.
All
right, let's get back into the transition. Another song that we're gonna play, I Can Tell, featuring Keon Bell. Mind you guys, Keon Hooper played at Pepperdine.
Yeah.
Played at Missouri.
Overseas.
And then played overseas. Another athlete that's in the rap game now too, which we're probably gonna feature sometime coming up soon. But
yeah.
What's behind I Can Tell?
It's really like, so growing up, YG my favorite rapper. So obviously, if you listen to these lyrics, like it's like talking about girls and talking about partying, but you could tell, like you could really tell, like I grew up out here and shit like that. So I mean,
how though? You gotta give us more. Like, how can we tell that you grew up out here without being too explicit?
All right. Taking my shirt off in a party, sweating, dancing, grinding on girls.
That's what I Can Tell is about?
Yeah, that it's just a party song.
It's a party song.
Literally, it's a party song. You
can hear it in the club.
Yeah, for sure.
For sure, here at a club.
All
right, let's play a little snippet of I Can Tell with
for sure.
Keon Bell.
Lock in.
I like these beats. We're gonna talk about that soon, though.
You feel me?
Just a second.
Yeah, nigga, I be in this street. What you know about me? I can tell if she free. Play my song when I be.
This is Keon.
Nah, this me on the hook.
No.
I'm the one, I got a name. Fall off, no one to blame. Yeah, nigga, I be in these streets. Bet you know
That's
about
him.
me.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
I can tell if she free. Play my song when I be. Yeah, nigga, keep it down on me. Keep up, I know they game.
This him right here too.
One, I got a name. Fall off, no one to blame.
Alright, now let me hop up on it. Divide my opponent. Smoke them like the switch of sweet and sour that I'm holding.
Okay,
I'm a man
Keon.
possessed in my verses. I like a omen. Pocket big spirits awoken and like every word spoken. Swear I got a zone into the best of competition. Lead the league in minutes. No one can hold my position. Got your bitch all in my mentions. Get a foe, she get the vintage. If I pound, she turn into a trending topic when I'm finished. Gold ass teeth with $1,000 dinner.
Okay.
Rich ass nigga keep
Honestly, you guys are on. I love the fact that you guys are both like real hoopers, and then you guys are in the industry now together, and usually you don't see a lot of rappers getting along. It's always beef, you know, like if I'm a ratchet or LA ratchet rapper, I don't want another LA ratchet rapper to be with me. Or if I'm an R&B singer, I don't want another R&B singer. Like,
It's a lot of competition.
well, with the rap game in general, like I seem to see a lot of competition and like clashing between each other, and a lot of it might have to do with gangbanging. So talk about like your experiences with other rappers that you featured on your album.
All right. Well, to touch on what you said first, like you said, it's a lot of the main rappers who are on right now are affiliated with the gang. So
Right.
it's kind of hard to just forget about some stuff that might have happened with you and his gang, not even just you and him particularly. So
Right.
it's hard to collaborate. I mean, that's the reason why. Another reason why Atlanta is dominating. They just fucking flooding us with all their artists, and they just stick together. So that's what I kind of wanted to do with this one, and that's why I chose the artist I chose. So Keon, like you said, he played basketball, and I knew him for a while out in L.A. And then the other one, his name is Paxton. He played football.
So a lot of athletes.
Yeah, it's kind of all athletes, and those were the two people. They were rapping before me.
Right.
So like last year, I sent them like a song, like 2-3 songs, and they were like, "Bro, this is hard, bro. You gotta like go with it." So that's why I chose them to be on the first album. So I was like, yeah.
So yeah, you and Keon, like you said, you guys known each other for a long time, and then, so before we go on to the next song that we're going to be featuring, let's talk about your future. So what upcoming projects do you have, and then also what are you working on right now, if you are, or are you kind of just letting the transition flow?
I am letting the transition flow, but I do have this beat, and I got a concept. It's kind of already written down, and I actually want Keon to get either one of the guys that's on the tape. I want them to get on it. So that's coming next, but I'm gonna promote this for like another month and a half maybe, and then I'm gonna host a few clubs out here and probably San Diego, and try to get another interview probably with you again.
Of course. And then also, can we talk about the beats for a minute?
Oh my God. Okay.
They are something, guys. If you haven't had the transition yet, download it, buy it, do it ASAP, do it like right now.
Like right now.
Like right now. And just listen to the beat. I mean, what? They are so good. Like, who is behind this?
All right. I'm behind the mastermind. I put all of them together so they mesh well. But the actual person who made every beat, his name is KY. I mean, I grew up with him. Shit, all this shit stems back from when we was little, so I probably knew him when I was like 14, 15, and
another athlete as well, or just you grew up with him?
He played basketball at the park, but he just went to school. But when he saw that I was rapping, I put out a tape before this, so he was like, "Bro," he was like, "I waited to see if you were serious with this." So then I was like, "Bro, I'm serious. Like, what's up?"
Yeah.
He's like, "All right, I got some beats for you. What you feeling?" So at the time, I was like, I was kind of emotional at this time. So I was like, "Bro, can you send me some emotional shit so I could get the shit off my chest?" So he sent me,
Emotional with what? Girls? Basketball?
no, with life, like just being
life.
depressed as far as like job security and shit like
Oh, yeah, I
that,
feel
or
you.
or actually just what I wanted to do, like going forward with life and shit.
We're gonna talk about that soon, but yeah.
So
go
then
ahead.
he sent it over, and I was like, whoa. And then he sent over like a kind of like a bouncy like club, little strip, like a strip club kind of joint. So then after that, we just like locked in with each other for the next 3-4 months. After that, like literally, I was with him probably 3-4 times out of the week, and then he would just play me beats. He would just play me beats, or sometimes he would just send them. But sometimes I was like, bro, it's about to be the summer, so I just want some like
Summer
I want some summer party music, you know. And he sent them over, and I'm like, bro, these are hard. But mind you, he thought they were weak.
Really? They're
He thought
really
they were weak.
good.
So he thought they were weak, and I'm like, bro, can you just trust me, bro? I know what I'm doing.
Yeah.
Like, please just trust me. And he like, all right, bro, just go ahead and do your thing. I'm like, and then that's how it came out.
And now you
He
have
like my DJ Mustard, and I'm his YG.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
DJ Mustard and YG. Okay, so the last song we have that it's gonna play is It's Like That. We came out to
Ooh.
It's Like That,
Now we're gonna end with It's Like That?
but I want you to talk about It's Like That.
Oh, okay.
What is it like?
So the chorus, it goes, went from balling straight to rapping, which Rheina touched on.
Which you
Really
did.
hooped, and
It was actually really
Went to
good, you
rapping.
guys, too. Like, not everyone says that, like, you know, they played basketball. It was actually really good, and I can vouch for him. Actually, it was really
you know
good.
what I mean? Excuse the next lyric, got all these bitches, ain't no problem. Walk in the building, pop my collar. If you see me out, you really see me dance, and I be like this, like.
He's really, yes, he really can.
And then I say, if it's an issue, I'ma solve it. Whether it being, if it's any issue, argument, if it's an issue,
So it's like
it's gonna
that.
get solved because it's like that.
It's like that. Okay, let's hear a little snippet of It's Like That.
There we go. There we go. There we go.
I really like this song. Just a second.
Fuck out the talking, take it straight to it. Got on my feet, then I made a movement. I'm in the field like a damn shooter. We here to stay, let's get used to it.
Went from ballin' straight to rapping, cause it's like that. Got all these bitches, ain't a problem, cause it's like that. Walk in the building, pop my collar, cause it's like that. If it's the issue, I'ma solve, cause it's like that.
Keep it cool, ain't tryna argue.
Cause I'm like that. She let me hit,
Ain't gotta call her.
cause I'm like that. I hit my stomach to get to walking, cause I'm like that. We set the trend, we don't follow, just like that. I'm one of the last niggas in the city pop.
Going broke after this, it ain't ours.
Hey.
You must be stupid if you think you're touching this.
If KY on the beat, I can't miss.
Wait a minute, bounce that, I like that. Where you going? I need that.
Got on the beat and gave a fuck about the feedback. They said the West don't run right, well I'ma fix that. Ballin', rapping, ain't no stopping. In the function, bitches watching. Baby girl, I'm a different type of artist. These niggas just gotta look, I've been poppin'. Around the world, came back, still a rider. I gotta lay on my back like a dog.
Oh my god, this song is so. I want to go out tonight.
I'm no bitch, you know, a nigga cautious.
So it's like that.
It's like that.
I mean, it's like that.
Has any of your songs been played in any of the clubs recently in LA?
Yep. Playhouse.
Playhouse, wow.
Playhouse. Hosted that, but not these songs. Like the last tape.
What was
boy.
What was it like when you heard your song in the club while you were out for the first time?
It was euphoria. It was like, shit. The work I'm putting in is coming to fruition. So that shit. And my mom was in there that night too, which you saw her. So my mom is.
Yes, let's talk about your mom and your relationship with your mom. I know you
Okay.
guys are really close, and she was at the listening party as well, just getting it. Can dance. I've never seen a mom two-step like that before in my life, and she was killing it. Oh my goodness!
In
I
some
hope we had
heels.
that on. In some heels. I barely two-step standing up. Like she
All
was
right.
just
All
talk
right.
about moms.
All right, I can remember. This is where I kind of got the move, like the feet moving from. So one time I come back, this was like Dub C and like West Side Connection was out. So Dub C used to always crip walk, and I used to try to do it in the house. My mom was like, "Boy, watch how I do it." So then she came out and started doing it. She was like, "Yeah, just move your feet like this." And then she was like,
How old
behind.
are you?
I was probably like 12, 11, 12, around there. So she was like behind me, like like bouncing my body to the movement. Like, this how you do it. I was like, oh shit. And then I just loved it ever since then. But I'm the only child. Just me and my mom. And shit, she support every fucking dream that I ever had. And I love her. Without getting in too deep, it's me and her. So.
Hey,
Yeah.
AQ, from the booth, I got a question for you. You saying how she's following, your career moves or whatnot.
Yeah.
You obviously made your transition away from basketball. Was she also kind of like bummed that situation didn't go, or was the rapping, was that an easy thing for her to follow?
It was easy for her too, cause I mean now she's finally opening up to me, cause I'm a little older now, so I could hear some of the stories. But she's always been around like rappers and entertainers for like my whole life, and I didn't even know that. So when I told her, I remember she was like, I played her a song. She was like, "Oh, you rapping now?" She was like, "Let me hear it." So now I played it for her, and then she was like, I remember she had her headphone on, and she was like, "Oh, son, this good." Like she said, we was in the kitchen. She said that, and then she was like, "Well, if you want to do it, go ahead and get it." And then she was like, "Don't play with it." And then she said, "Put your heart into it," and the rest was history. Yeah.
Was there any of your athletic or basketball mentors that were a little disappointed that you gave up the game and you moved on to rapping, or are they all pretty supportive in your career change?
Well, I didn't tell none of them at first because I just want them to hear the music. So once they heard the songs, they were like, "Whoa, this shit is good." But then, like you said, they were like, "Damn, bro, you don't want to play basketball no more?" Like the older homies, they said that. But the ones that are like my age and like know like what I've been going through and with basketball, they was like, "Bro, this is hard, bro. You need to go. You need to stick with it. Like, you're hard."
Stick with rapping.
Yeah, and everybody. So all the hoopers, I was always the voice of everyone. Whether I was always the captain of every team, so I was always the voice. So I spoke up when people like my other teammates were scared to say something to the head coach. I was the one to say something. So I know for a fact because a lot of them tell me they like, "Bro, you speaking for us. Like, keep going, bro. Like for real. Like, are you telling our story?" So
telling their story about how they grew up in LA, or telling their story how like they kind of want. Go ahead.
Growing up in LA, that part too, but mostly everybody who plays basketball right now came from wherever they grew up. They came from the inner city. They got family members that are in jail, that got hardships. They got only moms too. They're the only child and stuff like that. So they can relate. So when they hear me, it's like I got a lot of text messages in my phone. Like I screenshot them. They're like, "Bro, like I feel this. Like I'm going through that same shit. Like, bro, keep going, please. Like for real." So
what I always ask is I'm always interested into learning to what a person would say to their younger self. So if you were gonna talk to Lil AQ in high school, I'd say like 8th grade, just experiencing going into high school, going to get into another chapter of your life, what is something that you would say Lil AQ? Tell Lil AQ.
Well, Lil AQ, this is a good topic because this is something that I like doing, like going back and talking to young kids, because my mom teaches at an elementary school, so I do this all the time. So I always say, AQ, this shit is not a game out here. Like when you get into the real world, meaning from any like scheduling, as far as your whole life, you go through your coaches and everybody giving you a schedule of what you need to do or a structure of how you're supposed to live. I'll say, bro, I mean, I'm fine now. So everything that I've learned, I would just say stay disciplined. Follow your heart and what's true to you. Don't be no follower. If you feel in your heart that shit is not whatever your friends are doing and you don't like what they're doing, don't do it. If you think something should go a certain way, speak up. And just follow your passion, because that's what life about. If you ain't happy, don't do it.
That's also the little AQs out there that are going through stuff right now. And right now
Yeah.
we have social media too. Social media wasn't a big thing when we were
Oh, my
growing up. So
God.
now it's like it's even. I mean,
Try to stay
it's
off the
just-
gram.
Yeah.
Snapchat is cool because if I was a youngin, Rheina, if we had Snapchat when we was little,
Oh my
like just to send it to your friends, like I'm in class. Like if we had that shit would be dope. But as far as the gram and like when you could see just, I mean we had the T-mail, so we had to beg girls like, you know, can we see?
Stop.
But now you could just go on the fucking Instagram and you can see everybody,
true.
like everything. So it's like, that's what you were expecting when you growing up.
Yeah.
I know, because when I go talk to these young dudes, they be like, damn, like, I be like, bro, what you looking at that for? You like fucking 10. Like, what are you doing? Put the phone up. It's just a lot of exposure, man. You got to try to keep them away from that so they could just be like, live a kid life, you know?
And even as a old, if you are an older brother, older cousin, look after your youngins, because I feel like the influence, like yes, you are only child, but you definitely have a lot of big brothers or like big brothers, but they're really your friends, but they're like your bro.
Yeah.
I'm sure they're pretty influential. Who were your musical influences growing up?
Like I said, YG's my favorite artist, like, cause I've seen him. Like, I've seen him before he was rapping. So
have you met? Have you guys met?
I've met him. I'm pretty sure when I meet him, like when I get where I need to be, I'm gonna tell him like, bro, I remember you when you was fucking. You probably don't even remember me, but my cousin they're the same age, so he had a clique. It's called Hollywood. So my cousin would like bring me around, and they would like their little functions and stuff. Mm-hmm. So I like actually seen YG like socking people, like doing, just being a regular kid, like doing kid stuff. Like everything he talk about his music, I've seen that. So that's why he's my favorite rapper. But
and then your mom, obviously.
My mom, and then like J. Cole and Kendrick, obviously. I listen to Jay-Z a lot. I listen to Meek Mill for that like grimy, like like the motivational, like you need to go get it. And then, Davies is somebody I listen to a lot now because our stories are kind of like parallel. Nice. But that's why I put out those 10 songs before I went ratchet. Like, so I wanted to like tell my story and have some substance behind it. But everybody liked the ratchet AQ, so I was like, well,
do you like the ratchet AQ? Is that more of your sound that you're gonna go for moving forward, or are you gonna switch it up on us coming anytime soon?
I probably like that song.
Should we stay tuned and figure this out?
Nah, like that song, My Life. Like, you know, I like talking about that stuff because you know we all go through shit. Mm-hmm. So it's gonna be a mixture of both, honestly. But to follow up, I'm gonna be the happy dancing AQ for a few months.
Man, well. That's our interview already. It's so crazy how.
Hold on, let me snap up before we finish.
No, before we let everybody go. Thank you guys for tuning in. But can you tell everybody where we can follow you again, and what upcoming projects we have that we can tune in? I know you're hosting something soon. Yeah. So share where we can watch you, where we can go support you, and plug your new album right here. All you.
Yo, what's good? It's your boy AQ. I just dropped my debut album. It's called Transition. I went from balling to rapping. Really, you can get that on iTunes, Apple Music, Spotify, Tidal, SoundCloud. Any musical platform that you want. Just type in AQ Transition and follow me on the gram. I'll be on that heavy. You can holler at your boy. I answer DMs. I answer comments. I'm not no bougie type. I answer shit. My screen name is AQuinn. AQUINN_. AQUINN_AQuinn. Holla at your boy on the gram. Twitter, I don't really be on that, but you can holla at your boy, Akil Quinn, my first and last name. And Snap. If you want to holler at me on Snap, the gram is Snap. I'm on that heavy. The gram of snap. So my Snapchat is AQ_shaded.
And make sure you guys
AQ_shaded.
send him a comment to ask him to send you guys a video or a Snapchat of him stepping or
Yeah,
dancing.
me
Because
dancing.
it's out of this world.
It's on my
by the
page
way.
too, by the way.
It's crazy. I've never seen anybody do that before in my life. But yes, thank you, AQ, for tuning in and sitting with me to talk about your transition. And I'm super excited for you.
We want to talk about transition. We can talk about Rheina's transition, but that's for another day. But her transition from basketball to what she doing now, come on now.
Thank you, AQ.
Yes. I like that. Clap it up. Yeah.
All right, guys. Well, thank you for tuning in to AfterBuzz TV. It's a concert experience. We really appreciate everybody tuning in. I'm your host, Rheina. You can find me on Instagram and Twitter at Rheina_Ale. And make sure you follow all things AfterBuzz TV at AfterBuzz TV on Instagram and Twitter. Thanks, guys.
Shaboy.
From executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.